Good almighty morning. I'm going to go into our intro in just a second. I was trying to fix my Instagram. Hello, Miss Susie. Oh my goodness. All of a sudden, it's just popped up. Okay,
Oh, look
crazy.
at
Hmm.
hello, Kim B. Wow, you're in early.
Is it Wednesday already? Yes.
It is.
Okay. While you guys are doing that,
You don't
because you've
need.
got to, hmm?
Why do the intro? Everybody,
Yeah, everybody's popping in. So we're good. And
Tina,
besides, I can change things while you're on the doing the report. Miss,
Tina Shelton. Hello, hello.
oh, hi.
Sunrise East.
It's been a little bit. You, okay, I'm going to change the caption right now. I'm going to have to combine those, but right now we're going to get ready for the I am what can be.
Early. I
Oh,
said
yeah.
she was early.
Okay, somewhere in here. Yep, there it is. Okay, who else we got? Yeah,
Lots of people
cool.
are.
Yep, popping in, popping in.
That's good. Jess,
There's Jess.
morning. You were the first to like with all these people here. Come on, guys.
The math
Go.
isn't working for us this morning. Come on. And I'm just laughing about math these days because of recent reports. 6'3", 230. Oh, I'm just having
Oh,
so much
wasn't that
fun
a
with it.
joke? It's like he just really thinks people are stupid. I mean,
Well, and he stood next to Elon. I'm just saying. He stood next to him, his whatever. And that person is 6'2".
yeah,
Okay. There's a whole lot of difference
he's
between them.
probably barely 6 foot. That's why he wants to. A 305 paranormal.
Hello, Miss
Hello, Miss
Pam.
Pamela.
Yeah. Anyway, but I'm just having fun with the math. I'm laughing with math that recently. So
Hey,
anyway,
I want to ask everybody, not this Sunday, but next Sunday, would you all tune in Sunday after or morning afternoon, 11 to 1 Mountain Standard for Jess and I? We need some people to step in there, please. Pretty please.
sure.
And then
And
we
that
have a
is
new show coming on.
a what?
We have a new show coming on.
Oh, what's it going to be now?
Starting May 2nd. I've almost got the commercial ready. Um, we're going to have a show Friday night. It's called Friday Night Live. It's a happy hour show. It's from 6 to 8 Mountain Standard. And I'm going to have Miss Sarah, Miss Sarah, oh geez, don't you love it?
Lyle.
Lyle. Yeah, I had a different spelling in my head, but yeah, Sarah Lyle, who does spiritual art, and we've been on together, and I've gotten so many good reports of the energy between us. And then we have Miss Angie coming in too. So it should be a
Oh my,
fun group.
oh
Well,
my
she's not
goodness.
going to be there all the time.
Oh,
You know, Angie is so,
she goes
um,
with the flow.
yeah, when she can, she will. And we've been talking about doing a Friday night happy hour show for
A
two,
year at least.
two
Yeah.
or 3 years, I think. But so I finally said, well, it's time to do it. So that's what's happening.
Okay. We need a verification. The the 27th of April or the May 2nd.
May 2nd.
Okay. So paranormal May 2nd. Okay.
Yes, I'll get the commercial or the ads out pretty soon. We just finally decided on the name.
Yay.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. I love Sarah. And
Stanley. Hi, Stanley.
I'm glad that she made it on the squad last night. It was nice to see her. We have a new
Sarah?
person,
Did
Sarah.
Sarah?
Yeah,
Oh, good.
yeah,
I forgot to text her that I couldn't do it.
yeah. I I asked. I basically. I think I just said, "Are you coming to class?" And she didn't realize it because of the time change because she's in a different state now. So
Yes.
it threw things off a little bit. And we missed Kevin last night, but we do have a new person. Her name is Kathleen. Now, Kathleen is a healer
Yep.
with 35 modalities, people. 35. She
But
teaches,
she only teaches 3.
yeah, she teaches three, but she's really good. And she and I talked afterwards, and she will be substituting for, she will be my special guest, sorry, on Friday. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm not sure if Kirby's coming or not, but definitely Kathleen. And you could
Wow.
possibly
Just
get a healing
joined and she's
immediately.
on live. That's great.
Hmm. Well, she teaches classes on, I'm not sure if it's Zoom or which platform it is, but so she's kind of used to it, but she has somebody doing her technical stuff.
Mr. Victor's in the house.
Yes,
Love
he
you damn
is.
selves.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Get that a
Well,
little bigger. All right. So that's what's
we
happening on Friday.
mm-hmm.
And you are not going to, I'm just asking, are you going to be on this Sunday?
No, I already said,
I
yeah.
didn't, yeah.
It's Easter. We're not
Right.
gonna be.
But I want to make sure. I want to make sure.
We learned last week on Palm Sunday. We had
Uh,
so few people. So, I said, well, I wasn't even considering going on Easter. Good grief. So,
so you will close out the Psychic Sunday on the 27th of April? Would that be the last show? Or are you going to take that week off too? May 2nd is when you're starting the new show on Sunday, right?
right.
Okay.
But we're not stopping Psychic Sunday.
Oh, I thought you were. Okay, so that's just the Friday one. I thought you said you had a new show on Sunday.
No,
Okay,
Friday.
just the Friday. Okay, got it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Hey, Kevin, welcome in.
so the 27th is you'll be back. You're just taking
Mm-hmm.
this Sunday off. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to do on Tuesday because Miss Claudine is taking Earth Day off. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going on or if I'm doing a remote from somewhere out and about. I have no idea. But whatever comes to me, it'll come to me. Going with the flow. Anyway. All righty. So those are
All
the
right.
changes that we've got coming on, people.
Let's get into some astrology. And I am so thrilled. This is the last week that I'm using this teacher. I'm thrilled because my old teacher came back on. And after I read this, I'll tell you what's happened in her life, and it'll scare the pants off you. All right. Today, we're starting with Mercury coming into a conjunction with Neptune. That's kind of the theme or the rule of the day. Now, the moon is over in Sagittarius, which gives us an optimistic viewpoint. Now, with Mercury and Neptune conjunct, we have to remember that the node is right there as well. So that's going to make this day have some strong psychic awareness. But the message gets dropped to us, and it's the message not only you know it logically, but it's a message of psychic awareness where it's like, hold on, keep going and keep going. You're getting a spiritual download. You're like, it didn't work this way before because it needed to be like this. You're getting the information coming from you, but it is telling you to move forward that creative project that you wanted to work on, whether it's creative writing or meditation. channeling, feeling like you're getting a spiritual or informational download in some way, the challenge is to remember that Neptune is illusion, confusion, and delusion. Really important to remember that right now, folks. Or an idea that you have is not really grounded enough. So you have to try to use Mercury and its fast critical thinking mode. I really think that it feels like it's just a dream. And as long as it is a goal with a plan, taking some action, this can really, really be a good day. With this kind of energy, I would not, with a Neptune Mercury conjunction, even in Aries, if you can avoid it, I would not assume anything. Don't assume that you know something. Don't assume that you don't know something. And realize that, really, especially in terms of some things in the media, that some things you are seeing are an illusion. I'm going to pause here. I was just talking to Julie about how a certain person is really good at throwing crap at the wall and seeing what sticks, just so he can cover what's really going on. Okay, I'll keep going. Try to keep politics out of this. You are seeing an illusion. It's not what's going to be when it finally lands. Tomorrow, Thursday, Mars will enter into Leo. You know, we've been doing Mars in Cancer dance for quite a while, for almost 2 months, because Mars went retrograde all the way back and then had to go all the way forward. I think we got quite used to the dance in Cancer with Mars. We were starting to do very well when Mars was dancing through Cancer. We really had to get clear about the desires, our emotional desires, our emotional needs, the needs of our security, where we were going to have confrontation in order to get our needs met. Let's not forget that Mars was already traveling through Leo before we started all this Cancer dance. So, coming back, not only Mars out of Cancer and water, where it can't go direct because the planet has to get on board and act according with the sign. Remember, I have always said planets moving into a sign change their behavior because they have to do what the sign says. Okay, so if it's an emotional dance, that's what they will do, even if they are not that way normally. Okay, the planet gets on board and acts according to the sign, and Cancer doesn't go directly at things, you know? So Mars has been zipping and zagging all over the place for 2 months. He's got that zip zag down because, what is Cancer? A crab. Does a crab go direct? Sideways, zips and zags. But now Mars is getting into fixed fire. It's like, let me blaze this trail. Now, it's not only really powerful personally, but I do think collectively this is going to be a powerful shift in energy as well. One, because it's a forward moving Mars. And hang on, put my silent there. A forward moving Mars, but it's also a lot more bold, okay? Because Leo is out and proud, right? Chest out. It's much more expressive, and it's this vibration personally and collectively. I want to be seen. I want to be seen. I want to launch this thing out. This is an excellent time to launch your projects. It's an excellent time to reclaim something around creative energy for yourself. It's an excellent time for you to be in the spotlight in the Leo area of your chart. You have to remember Mars is Mars. And it's not that it's bad, but Mars does have a shadow side. We all do. And where Mars and Leo can be massively egotistical, any sign can, okay? This one's just a little bit more willing to put it out there. Could it be drama? It's a fixed fire sign with the stubbornness. Stubborn, Leo? Good
Nah.
God. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to change direction. I'm not going to do it this way differently. So watch for that. So let's say you're feeling a little bit more re energized, and you know it's Mars after weeks of feeling stuck. Now you suddenly want to really work on that thing, that project. Move your body. You want to start this project? Do you want to do something out in the world? This is definitely that kind of energy. When Mars is not fully direct, which it's not out of its post shadow, guys, yet it's going forward until Leo. Not the best time to initiate a battle. Okay, no confrontations right now. Because typically, if you are the initiator, you will be the loser as well. So you want Mars full on direct and its right kind of path. So I would say that on Thursday, it's great for passion, great for leadership, bold, big hearts, all the Leo words, but it's not for picking a fight, especially if it's one that's going to be really expensive for you, like at the cost of your ego. All right, Friday, Good Friday. We see the moon coming into a trine with the sun as the last aspect before it's going to go void of course at 4:37 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, and just going to go all the way until 7:10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. But this is the last aspect of the moon in a trine to the sun. It's absolutely brilliant. It's very stable. It's a stable, productive day, and energy feels beautiful. The luminaries are in a wonderful connection with each other. So, just after that, we're going to see the moon shift into Capricorn, which is bringing more stability. We're now to get her done. Okay. So, Friday is a great day of stability. What else can I say is that I think this phrase, work on what matters, not what's keeping you busy. Let me say that again. Work on what matters, not what's keeping you busy. If you are grounded in what actually needs to be done as opposed to the busyness and the noise around it, that's not actually producing anything for you that will help you be solid and stable. This is a better way to ground this portion of the week. Here's a couple great examples. Let's say I'm going to give you two examples. First, let's start in the home. So it's like I need to clean the kitchen, but there's also that I could be cleaning behind the toilet. I also could be finding all the missing socks. But what's most immediate is that I need to do the dishes because we're going to get bugs if I don't. Look at the primary things that need to be done in business. What is primary? Making sales, not creating a logo. On Saturday, happy birthday to Taurus. The sun moves into Taurus, bringing in light, heat, life, and vitality by the midday. At 12:55 p.m. Mountain Standard, it's an earthy, sensual, stable, and enduring. So after we've had this Aries season and we look at how the signs work together to carry our seasons, Aries is the spark. And it's not just any spark. It's the spark that starts at it's the spark that starts it's the first sunset. Then Taurus invites us to slow down. Take the spark because Aries got bored already. Aries was like, here's your spark. I gotta go. I gotta go spark something else. Right now, Taurus is going to take that spark and embody it and slow down, build intentionally, simply work on what matters, reconnect to how does this thing become sustainable? How does this make money? What's the value of this thing? We laugh at Taurus energy because Taurus is always depicted as eating something. But it's true when you think about it. That's the question Taurus is asking us. Is this resource edible? Can it sustain life? Can it sustain life? Can this bring beauty? Can this bring joy? Next, we're going to see that Mars comes into a trine with Neptune, who's in Aries. So we've got Mars over here back in a fire, trining with Neptune, who's in Aries, which is fire. Ugh, the sign that it rules. So this is inspired action because Taurus is really not over here on the fire. It's not like we're going to build it and they're going to come. It's going to be great and it's going to taste good. And yay, God damn it, it's going to look good too. But a little inspired action goes a long way. And with Neptune, Mars, it's not just here. It's not just logical. It wants me to initiate and move. It wants to do things, but I'm doing it with a lot of purpose. I'm doing it with a lot of purpose. I'm embodied in the pleasure of what I am creating, in the stability of what I'm putting my hands and energy on, because it's what matters and it has value and it feeds my soul. Now, where I don't think this is a good day is you may overindulge. We're in Taurus season, you know, there really is only so much cake you can eat without consequences, right? I guess we have to be mindful. And it is Taurus season, so laziness can come on if it's too heavy, or if Taurus especially gets that nervous system spun up and gets that cortisol high, being in a freeze response that looks lazy, but it's just completely overstimulated. Now, Sunday. Happy Easter for all the Christians. We've got the moon coming into a sextile with Saturn before it's going to go void, of course. And we're going to have a long void, of course, on Sunday. So we've got busyness all around, still energy. So the moon's going to go void, of course, at 10:20 a.m. Mountain Time, and it's going to be in that position until 4:20 p.m. Mountain Standard. So it's a complicated day. It's it really is because it's a day of insight. It's a day of energy, but then you have to pause for a really long integration. While some of the rest of this is happening along. So the sextile between Saturn is great for stability and stability around the spirit, okay? Your spirit is like, I get it. I understand why I would do this. I would understand why I need the ease, why I need the pleasure, why I need to be emotionally and spiritually connected to what I'm doing. I think what I like the most about this particular Moon Saturn arrangement is that Saturn here and its last moments in Pisces, before it's going to move and get into Aries as well. We have a real crowded Aries right now. It's really saying, what is this higher power in your life? If you do not have a higher power, whatever that is for you, you're going to have to get really serious about it. This makes it easier to do so. And one of the easiest ways to connect with whatever you call a higher power that's greater than yourself is through creativity. It's through dance, it's through softness, through movement, intuition. It's through bringing the joy back. When there's joy, we're really very connected. So it's a wonderful aspect. Then we get to take that into the void of course moon and look at it. Do I have a higher power in life? If life is feeling heavy, I'm feeling scared every 5 minutes about what is going on. I'm just fearful, super, super anxious. Can't get my cortisol to come down, angry at people. Where can I soften into the fact that the universe is providing me a lifeline to connect with some joy, pleasure, play, and find that higher power? Now, just behind all that at 11:20 a.m., so, still within the void, of course, moon time, Venus is going to come into a sextile with Uranus. Okay. We see Mercury in a sextile with Pluto. And then at 4:21, we're going to see the moon come into Aquarius. So, let's talk about that Venus, Uranus, and Mercury, Pluto. First of all, the combination of all those energies just looks deep emotional freedom. We want freedom. We want communication. We need to tell the truth. These are aspects of sextile. So they are easy. They're pockets of opportunity. Where can we intelligently take action? It's about telling the truth. And the truth, I think, especially with Venus in the mix here, is that it's too much for me. It's stressing me out. I need less stress. I want to play. I want to create. I want to be easier. That's the very Venusian story that's on the table. And can I allow myself to do that? Tune in. Well, you can't tune in Sunday, but we'll have more next
On the
Wednesday.
27th. Tune in on the 27th.
Right. Now, let's talk about, hang on, let me get
Oh, what would happen?
those pictures back to me so I know. All right. So then I went to class with my old instructor who's now back. And I'll explain why she's been gone for 10 months. Okay, first of all, we've been dealing with 5 planets and a node that changed signs. Pluto into Aquarius was last there, we talked about in 1777 during what? The signing of the Declaration of Independence. The ingress on November 19th in Aquarius until January 19th. 2044. Neptune went into Aries, was last there at 1861, which was what, Julie?
1861 was the Civil War.
Right. And in Aries will remain until 2039. Uranus into Gemini was last there in 1941. And what was that?
World War II.
You got it. And it will be in there until 2033. Let's see. It's the third return of USA. July 2027 to May 2028. That's when the third return will be. Now, Saturn into Aries was last there in 1996. And that was what?
What are we at? 1996.
1996. Remember, we talked about Nelson Mandela?
Oh, yeah. Nelson Mandela died that year.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So then Jupiter moved into Cancer, was last there in 2013.
Oh, and what happened in 2013? We just went through that and I've been doing other things since then.
That's
Okay.
why I was referring to you. I thought,
Yeah, I know. I don't know what that did that. What happened on 2013? Okay, hold on a second. I know we talked about it, and now it's not coming up. That's
okay.
weird.
The
Okay.
North Node is at 0 degrees Aries and went there on January 11th of 2025.
Oh,
Now, why was my instructor gone so long? She had two things: an opposition. She had Saturn opposite her sun. Now, Saturn's about lessons, right? It's about going through stuff. Then she also had a cardinal T square. That's when you have an opposition, but you also have planets that are aligned across, so it makes a T. This is what happened in this woman's life in the last 10 months. Her sister with dementia was put on hospice. Her brother was in a car accident, totaled his car, needed spine surgery, and is still rehabbing, trying to get out of a wheelchair. Her cousin's appendix ruptured on the operating table, and she had double infections. Her uncle died of COVID in December. The aunt, which was his wife, had a heart attack with 15% of her heart remaining the day he was intubated. And then she moved to Florida and she passed away a couple months later. 4 of her close friends died suddenly. 3 close friends had major health aspects in their charts. And then my instructor fell and broke her leg. Was broken in multiple places, and she spent 91 days in rehab. All of that just makes you want to have those oppositions and T-squares, doesn't it? I couldn't believe all of it happened in 10 months to this poor woman.
yeah.
So I thought I would explain. She's back, and I'm so excited because she explains things so much better.
And as far as 2013, I know we said Nelson Mandela died. However, Boston Marathon bombing.
That's what it was. Yeah. No, Nelson Mandela was in 96.
But it says, and the death of Nelson Mandela in
Oh,
2013
okay. Well, then
too.
what was 96? I'm trying to remember what was 96.
Now, for those of you who don't know about the Mandela effect, He died 10 years earlier before he left prison. How did that happen? Supposedly, the universe changed things because they found out that they needed Nelson Mandela to be alive. So, I don't know if that had anything to do with 1996 or not. I'm just saying. This is what I was told. So,
Mhm.
believe it or not, that's your choice.
So, anyway, a lot of things going on. One of the things I want to remind you to do is remember Neptune is really involved in all this, okay? Neptune is illusion, confusion, and delusion. So you are not seeing what you really think you're seeing, or that you might be scared you're seeing, or that you think you know you're seeing. Remember, I said you think you know, but you don't know, and you don't know, but you think you don't know. Okay. So just remember that. The one thing that my instructor said was that everything will be visible in June. In June is where everything lands. Right now, everything is in the air. Okay. Mandela effect. Do not
Yeah, did
get
you look
I
that
and go down that rabbit hole. Yeah.
up? No, not right now. Not right now. And that's not the only thing that happened, but yeah, I'm not going to
Oh,
go
yeah.
into
There's a
quantum.
lot of things, but the big things are the things during those years make you wonder what's going to occur now.
And what really is going on, like she said, Neptune is, it's all about Neptune right now.
Yep.
What are we supposed to truly believe? Believe what resonates with you.
Well,
We're the
and
only ones
even
making.
then,
Well, I
I
meant
don't think I would settle on it. You might
no, but
resonate with it, but in June, it might all change.
yeah, I'm just connected to the creator, the source, and I believe in what the information I'm given that comes from that, from the creator. So that's all I can do right now. Just
Mhm.
letting everything else flow.
Let it roll off your shoulders, which is hard for me because I get all worked up about the politics. I get very angry. It's like, gosh, if it were any of us doing all this stuff, we'd be locked away forever.
Yeah, but we're not doing these things, and those other people. I did want to mention because last week you talked about moving your hips. You did it this time a little bit too,
Right.
but and I know Move It" is a great song. However, one of my favorite songs, and I like the yeah, I like one version, and it's disappeared on me. Anyway, it's locomo. Do the locomotion.
Do the locomotion. The other thing about hips,
Yes.
for those of
Yeah.
females, um, if you lay out, this is what I have learned. I haven't done this yet, so I can't say it personally, but what I have seen is that if you move each hip, okay, if you like, you sit down on the edge of a chair and you take your knee down and you move it all around so that the hip completely moves, and you do it on the other side. And then you lay on your back and you let your hips open up and you work on that continually. It's going to let go of a lot of emotional stuff. That's right, they don't lie, and they store a lot of things that you don't understand are there. Okay. So it's really important. I'm starting to do it. So,
I love that.
Kevin, you are just the sweet talker.
With that anger, even if it's in opposition to the evil, you still, yeah, yeah,
Yep,
yeah. We gotta send out love, not
that's
yeah.
right. That's right. Just let
But
it roll off your shoulder and understand everything is just it's smoke and mirrors right now.
Yeah, if if what, it's not Mr. Smith or Mr. Anderson comes, I probably leave that more for those of you who don't understand the reference. I'm talking about the Matrix. Somebody showed up right now in the suits and all. I'd probably believe that more than what's going on in the
Boy,
politics
there's so
today.
much to that matrix. Believe me, unreal.
Yeah. Hi, Pam.
Hello, Pam.
Welcome in. Missed you last night too. We haven't seen her in a couple weeks. I know the
Must
time
have
has
been
changed for you.
several of us gone.
Yeah, there were, but we had a good amount. Brother was there.
Excuse.
Susan made it. She stayed awake long enough.
I couldn't.
Okay.
That's why I wasn't there.
Yeah. Well, you had a long day. Collective card is. I just had that in. Okay. Collective card
The
is
emperor.
the five, the life, the emperor, father card. A lot of masculine energies at play.
Yeah.
Come on, women. Let's get our
Yeah.
and
If
guys.
us women would open our hips up,
Hey,
we could all come together and they wouldn't have a chance.
yeah. So and guys, you have feminine energy too.
That's
Get that
right.
going.
Yeah, work on your hips too.
Yep. We've all got female
Kevin
energy
was an
with it.
hour.
So.
What was an hour off?
Yeah. He came in either late or early, an hour early. He came in an hour early, and
Oh,
nobody was there. I don't know why.
oops,
I
oops.
stay away from the news. I watch just enough to know what's going on, but leave it aside because of the negativity. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I just watch about 20 minutes of it in the evening just to know what's going on.
And I really love a video that uh, Miss Jess shared with me today. It's hilarious. I guess an AI um, was roasting the person we were talking about. And it was the most hilarious video I've seen in a
Oh,
long time.
Jess, send it to me, please.
I'll probably send it on, but I just wanted to let you guys know you got to see that one, and I'll try and post it to everybody later. But that's so funny. Anyway, it was worth the time,
We all
and I
need
had
to
a good laugh.
laugh more.
Yeah, I'll laugh.
All right. So who's first? Today
Well,
would be
of course,
Susie.
Miss Susie is first. I just got to find her actual question. Let me go
Okay.
back to the chat.
Angels. We are talking to Miss Susie. Okay. Miss Susie wants to know.
Can I ask? There it is.
Can I ask, what don't I see coming for my highest good? And sometimes what we don't, I mean, yes, I'll ask it, but sometimes what we don't see coming, we're not supposed to see. They won't tell me if you're not supposed to see it. So,
Right.
if later on you're like, why didn't you? Because not everything is visible. Okay. Angels were talking to Susie, and she would like to know what she's not seeing coming for her highest good, please. Susie. First card out,
Yes.
10 of Cups. That's happily ever after. That's a good thing not to see coming. Well, you showed up in your reading. There's the Queen of Cups. Susie, Susie. Whoops. cards. That's too many cards. It might be that that's all you need to know. Whoops, there we go. Okay, you've got a King of Wands here, huh? So you may have somebody coming into your life to make this Ten of Cups happen. And they're saying that you have everything that you need to create the life you want. Any other cards you want to show us? Where's our ooh child? Things are going to get easier. Good God. Okay, so things are going to get easier. There's going to be success. I don't know if you work. This is oftentimes a card that's used for something you've done at work. You're going to get acknowledged for. And I heard that that's all you need to know. It's all good. A new King of Wands, hopefully as old King of Wands is over. Well, you never
It's a
know.
9-year. It's a 9-year. Get rid of all the foofy. Oh, Miss Kathleen that I met last night, she, the word is fixed, the affirmation I've been saying. I bless and release what impedes my peace. Instead of does not bring me peace, what impedes my peace. So I'm going to put that out there. Anyway, what I got for you, Susie, what you don't see coming is passion. Passion in a new creative modality. I have no idea what that means per se, but that's what they're telling me. It's something new is coming in, and your solar plexus are all abuzz with anticipation. And I usually don't get this feeling, but it's a feeling in your solar plexus. And they also want me to tell you that it's also working very well with your sacral chakra as well. Okay. And that's basically all I've got for you. Okay. So Miss Kim B. Miss Kim B. I know you have a question. Okay. Here she is. And she just posted, so I know she's here.
Okay, what's coming up?
Certainly. I've got you on, Pam. And I'll add Jeff.
What's her sign?
Scorpio.
Scorpio. All right, angels. We're talking to Kim B. She wants to know what's coming up in her near future, please. Kim B. Okay, what is it that you're fighting over in your head? There's something that my head hurts. Something that you are in conflict with yourself. Ooh, coming in your new future. 2 of Cups, 2 of Cups. soulmate energy. Now, I will say, choose can also mean decisions. So, oh, and a 10 of cups.
Wow. The 10 of Cups are
And,
flying today.
and an ooh child.
Child.
Remind me to tell you about the reading I had. Whoops. Okay. Could be a Leo. You will use your strength to go down a new road of passion and creativity, and you're eager. You have eagerness. Last card here for Kimberly, please. Last card for Kimberly. Oops, okay. You've been doing a lot of soul searching. They're telling me it's time to come out and use it. See? There's going to be a lot of growth. All right. I'm going to leave it to you because I got half the deck out here.
Yeah. And back to the solar plexus. I've got that there is activity and anticipation. However, there is closer to your heart chakra, right under your diaphragm, basically, is hesitation. So let go of all that old stuff, old energy, old people, and oh, they're saying trust in yourself and the process. I do feel that you are pretty balanced. However, what they're showing me is that in your receiving, your giving side, um, pertaining to Mercury, that you're having blocks in communicating. So I would suggest that you work with your heart chakra and your high heart chakra or your thymus chakra to work on your communication as far as communicating your authentic self and with your heart and your unconditional love. And when I said that, a lot of the blockage in your solar plexus by your heart chakra has lightened up. It's spreading out and going away. So that's good.
You're welcome. Now, before we go to the next person, I said I would tell you about the reading I have.
Okay.
And those who were there Sunday know what's going on here. Infrequently, I should say, once in a while, I will pull cards for myself. Okay. So I came in, and I don't remember if it was last Friday or Saturday or sometime. And I asked Spirit I always ask, what message do you want me to have? And this is what came out. And the cards flew out. The first thing that came out was the Queen of Wands. Right after that, the King of Wands. A queen and king, one right after, that's a divine pairing. After that came the Ace of Cups. That's new love. Following that came the Knight of Cups. That's an offer of love. The last card that came out was the Two of Cups. That's a soulmate. I was blown away, absolutely blown away. It was my own very own love reading.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, are you kidding me?
And live? You did it live?
No, I
Oh, you
I
did it
did it.
before. Okay.
Yeah, before the live. No, it
Okay.
was like on Friday or Saturday. And
Oh, you just said last week.
I asked, what message do you think I need? What message do you want me to have? That's what happened. So I was like, whoa. I said, is he going to knock on the door? Because I've not met him.
I guess you got to get out more, huh?
I guess so.
Yep. Okay. All right. Next person we have Tina. Tina Shelton, did you have a question? Because I didn't see that you put a question in here. Let's see. And then I have Sunrise East after that. I'm going back to see if you guys have put question. Oh, yes. Sunrise East does have a question. So, are you here, Sunrise East? And Miss Pam has asked for a question. So we can always put her in anytime, Miss Bonnie, just saying, because she's a
Miss
big supporter.
Pam, meaning Scooter Pam or Pam?
Scooter Pam, yes. Scooter Pam is.
Gotta identify it, and that's one way to do
That's
it.
true. Sorry, Pamela
You'll
Shore.
never get rid of that.
Yeah.
All right, what's the question?
Oh, you want to go to her first? Okay. Because nobody else is popping in.
Okay.
Highest and greatest. Okay, Tina. We're going to do Miss Pam, Scooter Pam first. And then we're
Sunrise.
going to go to Tina. Then we're going to go to Sunrise in that order. Okay.
Okay.
I just had it, Pam. Ah, dang it. I must not have grabbed it. I think, oh, she wants to know what's happening in May for her.
Okay. Angels, we're talking to Pam. Scooter Pam.
Oops, sorry, I didn't want that.
She wants to know what's coming in the month of May for her. If you could, please. Thank you, Angels.
Scooter is here to stay.
As I'm doing this, I'm told to remind you time is man made. So declaring a month could, they're not good at it. I'll just say that. You do have some good news coming. That's always nice. Could be a little bit of money too. Okay. When you get that little bit of money, they're saying be frugal. What are you manifesting, Pam? They're telling me you are very capable of manifesting. You have everything you need. You're going to have a conversation. You're very good at working with people. Oh my goodness. Hang on. Okay, Miss Pam, what is your sun sign?
Sorry, that
What?
was funny. Uh, Susie says, just catching up. Anyway, Bonnie, your love interest is hanging out with. I'm sorry. Sorry, Pam. I just saw that one. Oh, I got it. That's cute. That's cute.
All right. Okay. What is Scooter's here to stay? Um, what's her sun sign?
Libra, it's right in front of
Oh,
you.
that's right. Unbalanced. Duh.
Yeah, love
I've got this
it.
glaze over my eyes right now.
I'm going, she didn't ask that question, did she? Sorry, guys. But
I
yeah,
did.
we're just,
You have to understand when spirit's here, it's like I have this big fog over my eyes. Um,
but thank you for that. I do appreciate it.
okay. You have a lot of love to give, they're telling me. You need to do more than you are doing. You are, it's like you're waiting for something to come to you. Last card here for Pam. Well, whoa. Last card. Ace of Cups. I think we're all going to meet somebody. I hope it's not the same somebody.
Shoot him. Just kidding.
All right, there you go, Scooter.
Okay. And immediately, what I got for you is pay attention to your left side, your femininity. Um, Straight down the middle of the left side from your solar plexus to your base chakra. Nothing's wrong, but you've got to get that energy flowing more. Okay. Um, they do want me to suggest the divine feminine goddess guided meditation activation. And I was given that by Lewis, and you know Lewis, and I've listened to it 2 times. The one I used was 26 minutes. Yes, it's available on YouTube. So, the Divine Feminine Goddess Activation Guided Meditation. And that's all I put in, and I got, I think 4 or 5. There might be more now. Um, they would like this energy to move. But the other thing that they paid attention to, made me pay attention to, is your balanced giving and receiving. The only double check, there's a lot of buzz in both of your hands, the giving and receiving hands, all positive, all positive. There is, oops, as I'm saying this, uh, oh, she went somewhere. Are you coming back? Huh? Do you know what happened?
Nope.
Or did you? Okay. Was it okay? All right. Slight um, hiccup, not blockage. They just want hiccup on your receiving communication. But I have not felt this great of energy in both your giving and receiving hands. And okay, they want me to pay attention again to the love because I think the card you pulled earlier for Pam, Scooter Pam, um, it took away the, okay, there's allowing me to use the word blockage in the love of your, on your giving hand. So that has dissipated now that Bonnie pulled that card, which is great. But work on your communication.
Who knew
Um,
that power?
yeah, because I'm going. Wait a minute, it was there. It was there. I felt it, and now it's gone. Uh, okay. Anything else about the palms that I need to tell her? Um, no, but utilize this energy, this positive energy, the balance energy in both your hands, the giving and receiving. Keep everything at balance. I know unbalanced Libra, but this is very important to keep it as balanced as possible with your giving and receiving. That's what they're saying. But and now I'm getting a positive activity in your solar plexus. Again, on the left side. It's all on the left side, but it's almost like it's starting to churn in there, starting to move a little bit more. So that's great. Ooh, good, good energy, Pam. Thank you so much, Miss Scooter Pam. All right, and then we had Tina next. Yo, thank you, thank you, thank you for coming in and letting us read you. Okay, I had Tina, highest and greatest.
All right, angels, we're talking to Tina Shelton. What message do you have for Tina for her highest and greatest? Good, please. You're going to have a lot of new ideas and clarity of thought coming in. Whoops. Ooh, tower card. Big changes. Whoa. And new opportunities. What is it you're passionate about, Tina? They're saying go for it. It's a new beginning. That's all they've got on the bottom.
What you got on the bottom?
Well, I've got that she's been dealing with some regret. Um, that she's very strong and that she has a Knight of Cups. I hope that helps. Your turn.
Yeah. Um, Tina, of course, the first thing they made me pay attention to is your back. Um, they are telling me that you have been working on it slightly. You're working on remembering to engage your core. Um, but what they're making me pay attention to is your um, right flank. So basically, right at the waist, so the small of your back on the right side. And I'm telling no, it's not. It's not sciatica. Um, and this is their words, not mine. It's a tweaked muscle, so be careful. Massage, and they're saying hot oil massage, and they're also saying a good soak. I use a detox bath, which is quarter cup, and I always tell everybody, um, apple cider vinegar, baking soda, Epsom salt, and Himalayan or sea salt. Do not use the Celtic salt. That's too good to use for your bath. Just saying. But um, use that, and they're saying half an hour and as warm as you can handle it. Okay, that's their suggestion for this pain in the back. And this pain in the back, anytime they're showing me a back, has something to do with a past life. So if you do have Susan's book, I suggest if you have the first edition, it's page 71. If you have second edition, it's page 75. And do your own past life regression. So, oh, left hip has been bothering me. I don't know why they're showing me the right hip. And I have a feeling that they're saying masculine energy is what they're saying about the right hip is something about masculine energy. And this is in the back. So, anyway, okay. Whew. All right. Anything else for her? And the last tidbit they have is trust yourself. I know you've been through a lot, so yeah. Okay. All right. I hope that helps. But keep working on your back because it's feeling a lot better than it did last week. So my Pisces has been offering me a hot. Oh, I'd say go for it. That's probably saying, and they're saying male energy. I don't know if it's male energy, Tina, but remember, it doesn't have to be a male person, a
What?
male energy. So, yeah.
Right after you get out of the tub. Then you get back in the tub.
Yeah, you might have to get to the shower next. Got to get the oil off. Yeah.
Sunrise East has a dream that needs to be interpreted. I wish I could share it all because it's good. Well, that's wonderful. But we'll have to settle for the short and underwhelming version following this message. Dreamt you left your ex life partner and then a soulmate. A mystic woman gave you a notebook from your future son, Ulysses. You felt love holding the item. I asked about his father. She replied later. Well,
Ooh.
I would say this is about your future self for sure. I'm not sure what it is that you want interpreted. To me, it seems pretty clear. It's about your another life.
And it doesn't mean it has to be in this life or in this
Yeah, right.
place.
Talking about, yeah,
Oh, astral.
her
And they
ex
just came in with
partner
astral
from a
realm.
past life that you left. Okay, that's one thing. Then a mystic gave you a notebook from your future son, and you felt love holding it. And you're not to know about the father yet.
Nope, not yet.
I really don't know how much clearer. Let me know if there's a specific question because I don't see.
Um, something about Neptune. So please pull a card. Something about illusion, delusion, and yeah, something about Neptune coming in. I don't know what it has to do with Neptune. I want to know what.
What does it mean? I think it isn't it clear?
I think it's pretty clear. As Bonnie was saying, it's what's going to happen in your future. Does not mean it's here and now in
Right.
this place, but a future.
Yeah. Can I mean
It means that you're going to have a child, and gosh, I'm sorry. All of a sudden, the flash of uh, what is that one? I can't even remember the name of the books right now, where she goes Scottish Highlands, and she goes back to, from the 60s back to the,
I'm.
oh
I
gosh,
feel like I'm in a la
Pam,
la.
Pam, the flash of, anyway, Pamela's, Scooter Pam. Do you know what I'm talking about? There's a set of books, and I can't even remember. Tell the Bees That I've Gone. That's seventh or
Not the
eighth
four
book.
agreement. Not the four agreements.
No, 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 no. No,
Journey of Souls. Not that one.
no, it's the one that's on Stars. They at least 5 seasons. Um, they go back into the Highlands of Scotland. Jamie Fraser.
Not sounding familiar at all.
Come on, somebody knows Jamie Fraser. I got the books out there. I just don't want to run again.
Um,
Hold on, let me do that quick.
Paranormal. You're next.
Jamie Fraser. He's a character in Claire Fraser. Yes. Outlander. Dang it, people. Yeah, Outlanders. It flashed to that because we'll just say her future son was in that. Not hers, not the main characters, but a witch's future son was in that. So I don't know why they made me flash to that, because there was a blue flash of light, and something about that blue flash of light has to do with your your son's gift to you.
Yeah. Like Victor said, it's about, it starts about your past life.
I think oftentimes these dreams have hidden meanings. Well, I suggest that, have you recorded it, or have you written it down
Write it
exactly what
down.
happened,
Yeah.
or do
Especially, you
video?
said there was more to it.
Yeah, and keep. Yeah, hi Rachel. Uh, keep. I think you've even mentioned it too. Keep a notebook on these dreams, because what comes tomorrow might tie things in a little stronger. But until you have a pattern, or until you get your clear message, other than, I don't know how clear this can be, but yeah, you've got that. That's a beautiful dream. And if it was that
Part
lucid, then
about feeling love. That's
yeah, that love feeling. Yes, I've written it down. Good. Just keep going on that. Um, and the message isn't finished yet, Outlander. Thank you, Diane. And if you do get a chance, Sunrise, if you have read the books, Outlander books, or seen
the show.
the series on Stars, I
Net,
would suggest that you do that, because
isn't it on Netflix?
it was on Stars last I saw. It might be on Netflix, but
Oh, okay.
uh,
Oh,
yeah, it started in 2014. The show. Okay. Anyway, all right.
all right, Miss Paranormal.
Yeah. Is that somebody we know?
305 Paranormal.
Yeah.
Been in several chats and been read.
Yeah. I didn't know if it was connected to the paranormal
Oh,
investigators.
no.
Okay. Just check it.
Uh,
All right. Okay. I know you had a question. Let me find that one. I thought you did. What about the notebook? It's sure there's a message in it. Yes, but we can't see it currently. But keep writing things down, it'll pop up. Have you opened that notebook? Because until you open it and look at it, and let's see it. Okay, Capricorn, any messages I need to hear for the near future? Thank you. Jenny. So, Miss Jenny.
Miss Jenny. Angels were talking to Jenny. What messages does she need to know for the near future? Are there messages for Jenny that she needs to hear? Future. What are you overthinking about? They're saying quit overthinking. She's Capricorn. Are you with somebody currently, Jenny? Oops. Okay. We still are under Mercury's post-shadow retrograde. What is the very common thing that happens during Mercury retrograde? People from our past come back. You have somebody from the past that's coming back. You also have a Ten of Pentacles here. Ten of Pentacles is leaving a legacy. It's a lifetime relationship. So this person may be significant. Again, I remind people, don't get involved with somebody coming back from your past until the retrograde is finished on the 21st of April. Thank you, angels. So you got another week. That's 3 cards. I'm not taking that. Wow, cards are flying here. What are you manifesting? Are you manifesting something specifically? They're saying you should be. You should be manifesting. All right, Jenny, do you know? Everybody is, we're going to sing this song collectively later. Jenny, do you have a Cancer in your life? Do you know a Cancer?
I'm still waiting.
Last card for Jenny, please. Last card for Jenny.
My 7-year-old.
Your 7-year-old's Cancer. Okay. That. All right. about to have a relationship with this person coming back. They want to make things better, and you have been waiting. Is this somebody that you've wanted to come back? And that you've been waiting? Because they're showing you waiting. You can see it on this card. She's waiting at the shoreline. Anyway, I hope that resonates. Bottom of the deck. You need to get some rest. You've got a Pisces coming. Nope, you're married. Are you married to a Pisces? Maybe it's just whoever's coming back is going to be part of your life. If it's a friend, maybe it's going to reignite. Well, that 10 of Pentacles is your marriage then. Well, there's something you're waiting on. What is it you're waiting on? Maybe what you're manifesting. Is there something you're manifesting?
He's Aquarius.
Who is Aquarius?
The
her
husband.
other half.
Yeah. Has he had his chart done? Because I'm feeling his rising is more significant than the Aquarius.
I said maybe his rising is Pisces.
Yeah.
I don't know who this is, but somebody's coming back. Like I said, it can be an old friend. It could be somebody calling you that you haven't heard from in a long time.
Hi, Luan.
You are okay. Okay.
No, he hasn't. Oh, he hasn't had his full chart.
He hasn't had his chart done. Okay.
Yeah. As soon as I pulled your name up, it's like a dagger to right there. There's an indentation in your eyebrow bone, and that's where it hurts. It hurts pretty significantly. Victor was saying the third eye, so it's hurting from both temples up to the third eye. The third eye was pretty good. It's just the top of the third eye. Your top of the third eye and the crown feel fine, but I'm feeling a lot of headache in there. And what it's telling me, male energy, doesn't have to be a male person, but male energy is hiding something from you in plain sight. So I'm not saying anything about anyone. It's just that it is very, very significant. And it's a pain in the eye. I've heard of pain in the neck and other places, but this is really, it's significant. So, and right now they're telling me cleanse your third eye chakra, because when you have a completely cleansed and activated third eye chakra, it helps with your eyes as well. And also work on your throat chakra, because communications ties in your third eye, your regular eyes, and your ears, and all the chakras in there. So work on your throat chakra and your third eye chakra, cleansing and activating.
Victor's
and they do have.
Go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Victor's getting it.
He's getting fishy energies also. That's Pisces.
Yeah. And I got it. And it might not just be rising, it could be a moon too.
True.
So definitely work on lighting. Oh, and they're saying hydration. Hydration is very important for you. And rest. Anytime you get your eyes hurt. My eyes hurt for you. Please get some rest. How to cleanse three eyes, third eye. Well, I can tell you what to stay away from, because you need to stay away from anything that is calcifying your pineal gland and your third eye. One of the, I don't know where you're at, but here in the Southwest, we have tamarind, and we consider it a Mexican candy, but it is a fruit. And each of those fruits have about 3 seeds in them. They're very hard, so don't eat the fruit. Don't eat the seeds. But the fruit is very good. Doesn't have any sugar in it. Added sugar or anything like that. I love the taste. But it helps decalcify your third eye and your pineal gland, and that will help. I saw something the other day about chicken nuggets, so I'll stay away from them. Anyway, any small deboned chicken, stay away from that. I know you have a son, but it's not good. It calcifies your pineal gland and third eye. Bottled drinks, the least amount of fluoride, that's what causes the calcification. Least amount in bottled drinks is bottled water. And yeah, we don't want bottled water because it has plastic. What else? Toothpaste. Toothpaste has fluoride in it. So be careful. I know you have a son, so you might want to get non-fluoride toothpaste for you, but you can go back and forth and it won't hurt anything. It'll just lessen the amount of fluoride you're taking in. What are the other things with fluoride? Do you remember what else calcifies? I know there were like 5 things, but...
Well, if your water has fluoride in it, you need to be drinking like distilled water. And the thing that always comes to me is the toothpaste.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things, and these days there's so much stuff, toxins that they put in everything. So please be careful what you eat for your sake. Okay, and Jenny, live your truths, definitely. And he said drink water and rest. And I know with a young son, rest is hard to get. Bonnie raised 3 sons. I raised 3 sons, so we understand.
I'm still tired, okay?
Yeah. She's raising grandkids now, too. Helping raise grandkids. So, yeah.
They're girls, though. It's a very different scene.
Yeah. All right. Yes. I didn't use fluoride toothpaste either, and I drink filtered water. Beautiful. Beautiful. Keep that up. But yeah. So I don't know what you're taking in. That is, I feel that it is. She does too, and she's a nurse. So, just say. And you were, was a nurse. And you did nephrology, right? Mm-hmm. Nursing, and that's about the kidneys. And when I talk about distilled water, I love it because my kidneys love it. Kidneys are more happy when I'm using distilled water than any other kind. The same.
I drink it because I have kidney stones. So.
Yep. And that's the other reason my kidneys love distilled, because it helps take all that mess out of your body. Okay, I hope that helps you. Jenny, Miss Jenny. And so I got to go back to my pinned ones. Jess, did you?
Hello, Miss Angie. Welcome in, dear. Happy Hump Day. That's
right. 2 girls, daughters. Okay, well, you just said 7-year-olds, so I thought, I'm sorry. Trying to rest. Yes. Oh, I love the videos where it shows a mom going by a stairwell and covering herself with a coat and hiding.
Oh, I saw that.
That's the best way to get some rest. Yeah, it's like, I don't have any stairs in here. How else could I hide? Anyway. My kidneys
grapes
like
that are
grapes.
fermented into wine. Gosh darn it, I'll have to open that bottle again.
Yes.
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
Thanks for the laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, tonight I get to
Even-
dye Easter eggs with 2 little girls.
Oh boy. We're gonna go
Yeah, we'll
rainbows.
be colored later.
So Jess and Kevin, if you would like a reading, Shanley, it is your turn.
Leo sign, what does my dream mean? With playing out in the ocean, being surrounded by strangers that you don't know. You're out in the ocean. And you are what? Oh, you're a fire sign. Okay.
Leo.
So it feels unfamiliar to you with all those strangers around. And the first thing I heard is they're people you're going to know. They are your guides, your angels, whatever you call your group that surrounds you, and you don't know them well. I hope that.
And I've got it's not only that, but it's your ancestors, your blood relatives, and your soul family that are around you. You've met these people at one time or another. You just don't know it in the here and now, or you're meeting them, like you said. But they're not. We we supposedly use only 1/10 of our brain. If we could use the entire thing, we and our soul, we would remember so much more that we've come in contact with. So then go up to one of, if you have the dream again, go up to them, ask them who they are.
Yeah.
Because it does
That's
work.
what I heard is they are your spirit team is how I would refer to it. Okay. And you are not really familiar with them and probably should be getting familiar with them.
So what would be a very good way for her to get familiar with them?
Oh, there might be on Tuesday night a class that would help you.
Well,
And there might be a meditation. What else? There's a book. Yeah.
okay, I'm going to go with Sonora Mystic Tarot, the YouTube channel, because he has a meditation that works to meet your guides.
Yep.
It works, it works, it works. And some people would listen to it and apologize to him because they fell asleep. If you fall asleep,
That's
there's
me.
a reason.
I fall asleep.
Was that one? Were you the one? Okay. But
I fall asleep all the time, though. I'm tired a lot.
But it helps you relax, and
Yeah.
and information comes to you. And if you're sleeping, it might come to you in your dream. And who knows? They might all walk up to you again. Because I utilize that to meet my gatekeeper, and my gatekeeper helped me create my sanctuary, and that's where a lot of people gather in my sanctuary. And a lot of people I haven't recognized their faces. A lot of people I did, and I just, because it's this time of year, um, just want to let you know it was in 2023 that my gatekeeper was saying there's someone on your bench waiting to meet you. So I'm walking my way, but my grandmother's there with my granddaughter, and she's talking and all, and I'm still walking. Well, all of a sudden, people start partying, and the person who walks up to me kisses me on the forehead and puts his hand over my heart. And this happened to be Good Friday. Can you guess who that was? It was Jesus. letting me know I was on the right path. So, just so you know, Don's um, Don's guided meditation does work. And go ahead. You were going to say something.
No, that's okay. I thought you were done, but
Yeah, I'm basically done. So, whatever things you
oh,
can utilize,
it
go for it.
wasn't about that. That's why.
Okay.
Angie, I haven't dyed him since 2 years ago,
Oh,
I think we died, and then it had been decades before that. But um, a lot of vinegar, smelly,
yeah.
and girls with color everywhere. I saw the neatest thing not too long ago in an ad, probably like on Facebook or something like that, where there was this thing that twirled. You put the egg on it and it twirled the egg, and then you would take a marker and put it on there and you would color it, and then take another marker and put it next to it. And it was so cool. I was hoping to get it, but there wasn't enough time because that stuff comes from China. So, but
Mm,
it was really cool. I think it'd be great because there wouldn't be any color everywhere. Although,
yeah.
knowing my granddaughters, markers would be.
I have a
Okay,
question, not a
question.
reading.
If you lose a card in your deck, can you replace it with an exact replacement from the same deck? I wouldn't. No, absolutely not. You just get a new deck. Okay,
And
because
retire the old.
yeah, retire that old one and get a new deck.
Am I up? We just read you.
That's No, that's not who we were reading.
Oh,
We were
I just
reading
thought so.
Jenny, 305 Paranormal.
But didn't you're right. That was
We haven't read Chandler yet.
oh, I
She's
thought we had.
after,
Hmm.
no,
Okay.
I think she's after Kevin. I don't know. You wrote it down there.
Yeah. Oh, wait a second. What do you
What?
mean we haven't read her? Please tell me we haven't read her.
Oh, well, then how come we haven't done Kevin? Kevin was before her.
Well, Kevin didn't pop back in to say. I asked if you wanted a
Oh,
reading,
okay.
but
All
I
right.
pulled that up because he said it wasn't a. It was a question, but not a reading question. So that's why I pulled it up.
Okay. Well, the answer is no. And if it's something that, um,
We read you, Chandler. This we read.
um, send me a message on what deck it is. I have about 100 of them. Most of them are just sitting there. Many of them, unfortunately, I say, haven't been opened or used.
Ooh.
I know, I know. I had a problem. I fixed it. What's next?
Okay.
What we got? Ooh,
Yeah. So we did read you, Chandler. We did.
yep.
Yep. Okay.
Rewind.
Yep. I can't tell you
Wasn't
what
that
time it
long
was ago.
ago, though.
No, it
I
wasn't very
thought,
long ago.
hmm,
I
okay.
thought that's why we were talking about her meeting the guides because she said that,
Yeah,
yeah.
right,
So we
right.
were just finished you, just finished. So
Exactly.
okay,
It
it's
all
like
blends
wait a minute,
together
I'm not going
after a
that crazy.
while.
Yeah. Okay. So I am
No,
now.
honey,
No, we read you. Just
we
finished
read
reading
you.
you. Yeah. So
Rewind.
about 5 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. Rewind that. It's all about. Yep. Okay. No, you're fine. You're fine. YouTube, you can go back and rewatch it. It's right now, so it's cool. Okay, we only have about one reading left. Um,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
see. Guides in spirit world love to trick us. Oh, okay. Um, I know we just read Victor last week.
Yeah.
Um, Katie Newkirk, Miss Kay Tarot, and Amna Khan. We can take one. Diane, I know you're here, but these guys were first. We can take one person right now, and that'll be it for today. However, Miss A5 says, will you be on this evening? Miss A5 says.
I'm sure she will.
Okay. And then that means Mr. Don will be in.
Yep.
They had a fun time last week, so
It's always fun to watch
yeah.
the two of them.
Yep, yep, yep. Okay. All right.
Who's next?
Okay. So who's popping in? No, Zach, you would be the last one. And I love you, Zach, but you just came in, so I would like to read somebody else who's been here a while. Uh, we got Zach. We missed him last Wednesday, but we got him on Friday. So, Katie. Okay, Miss Katie Newkirk. If Don is on.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I would
Okay.
imagine he is.
And reading on love.
Love reading. Oh, this is one of Angie's favorites. Let's get moving. All right. Angels, we're talking to Katie Newkirk. I haven't read her in a long time.
I know.
Katie Newkirk wants a love reading. What's coming towards Katie in love, please? Thank you, Angels. Katie Newkirk. Too many. Too many. Okay. That's a good way to start. Do you have any plans to go out with girlfriends? Celebrate? Thank you. Okay, somebody is kind of gathering information on you, asking friends or family about you, wanting to know if you're single. Um, okay, well, this is what's going on here. A little different order. And Katie, what sign are you? Okay, well, that makes sense then. Much more sense than what I was looking at. Is he a Libra? He's a Leo. Okay. All right. Well, what I've got here, do you like to learn? Maybe this is about you gathering information, reading, like you're voracious about something. Um,
Hello, is Taurus?
You've got a ten of pentacles here. That's a lifetime relationship. It's about leaving a legacy. You have a celebration of love. Now, it could be somebody other than you, but there's some sort of a celebration going to occur. I've got the Six of Pentacles, which is always good. It's about reciprocity.
Oh, okay. Thank you
Yes.
for that. I'm Leo. He's Taurus.
Okay. And on the bottom of the deck, we have Justice here.
Ooh.
So that's telling me that you are well balanced, that there is a lot of, oh, hang on. Are one of you involved in the legal profession? Something to do with legal.
Is that because of the justice? Politics.
Let me see if there's a last card here. It's about love. Okay. Um, do you feel like you're doing all the giving in this relationship right now? Because no on the legal. Okay. I want to go there. Um, the Six of Pentacles, when it came out reversed. And I wasn't really doing a lot of reversed cards today. But that's telling me that you're giving, you're doing all the giving right now. And in marriages, did you say married or just in a relationship?
I think a new relationship.
And a relationship.
Yeah.
You know, in relationships, there that goes on a roller coaster. Sometimes you're doing all the giving, sometimes they're doing all the giving, sometimes you're both doing it. So I'm not saying that's good, bad, or indifferent. I'm just saying that's the feeling I was getting. Okay, your turn.
Okay. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's weird. Anyway, something weird popped up. Okay, what did I get for you? Oh, I got the exact same thing about you're giving so much, and you are working. You have been working on your self love. However, um, it can be a little stronger. So I would continue to work on that. And don't accept a reciprocal response. And please do not give away your energy to this person because I feel it's a new relationship and you want it to make it work. But surrender to the fact that you need to go with the flow and see how things go. Don't force them because you know that she didn't pull out a tower card this time, but if you try and force, things are going to, the universe is going to
Yeah,
change
don't
things
force
for you.
anything for
Don't
sure.
force. Yeah, it's not, it's not a good thing to force, but go with the flow. And if you don't feel it's reciprocal, his affection or anything, then then you need to rethink because this is about you. You need to take care of you. You're the most important person in your life. And I'm glad you're feeling this great energy with this newness and this I'm going to use the
There,
word love. Hmm?
I
Okay.
asked for another
Okay, good.
card because she said she was proving something. I'll go ahead
Okay.
after you're done. Go
No,
on.
you're fine. You go ahead. That's fine.
Um,
I'm
I
doing
got
all the
the.
yes, exactly.
Did I put it back? No, there it is.
We both give,
I
but she
got the
proves.
death rebirth card, but it was in the reverse. Okay. Now, this is upright. It's all about transformation. Okay. In the reverse, it's saying that there's something that you're not willing to face. There's some fear of change. Like you're clinging to the past.
Mm.
This thing about proving bothers me, and I'm trying to figure out why. Are you trying to prove it through knowledge? Are you trying to prove it through there's something not right here.
Well, I think she's trying to prove her give proof of her love for him, and he's
Oh, okay. So the fear of change might be that relationship will change. Yeah, that's why okay.
yeah, and that's why I'm feeling more going with the flow and not trying to prove yourself
So
because you don't
you
have to
should,
prove yourself to anyone.
you should not have to prove.
No, no chasing. Gain his trust in
There
this
you go.
relationship. Yeah.
You're trying to gain his trust.
Yes.
Okay. Why would you have to gain that?
Nope.
You should already have that if you're in a relationship. If that would tell me that there's been some break in trust. Okay. Is he accusing you of something? If so, I want to remind you that, 99% of the stuff that we see in other people is really in ourselves. He was cheated on, and oh, he's the
He's the
one getting the
yep,
divorce. That's what I
yep,
was afraid to talk about because I don't like to introduce things.
yep,
Okay,
yep,
I
yep.
that's justice was there. Okay. Remember I asked you about legal?
Yes,
That's what
yes,
that
yes.
was about.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I feel better. I was beginning to think I was way off
No,
base.
no.
Okay, then
Again,
this thing about gathering information, that's the
yeah.
legal stuff, honey. It's mainly social media and some jealousy.
Uh, be careful because you've heard of rebound. Okay, this is
I,
not a great time to be in the middle of this. I'm just saying, you stand
no,
your ground, but and this is what he's getting.
why is he getting divorced?
Yeah,
That's one of the first questions I want to.
supposedly she cheated on him, the who he's getting divorced from.
Why? The first question is why was there cheating going on? Okay, there's something that was lacking in the relationship. Um, there isn't just one who's an angel. When somebody steps out of the marriage, that just means that there's something in there that's lacking, and both parties are party to it. Um, so it's easy to say, oh, it was just her, she cheated. Why? You
Hmm.
always want to go to the why there. Why? What was lacking in the marriage? I'd call her up and say, you want to have coffee?
Yeah, I would be careful with that because he's right in the
Well,
middle of
I'm
the
just
divorce
saying,
still. But
you get more information.
yeah,
A lot of people will do that. They will contact the ex and go, hey, can we talk? Because this is a relationship that is looking serious. Maybe not till the divorce is over, but you know.
Yeah, that I would wait until the divorce is over. Yeah. Um, Nobody's done that with me and either one of my exes, so that's good.
Didn't
I
want
give
to
it a
know.
yeah.
Ignorance is bliss.
I would be glad to tell them.
And Victor's getting narcissist. See, that's
Yeah,
how I was feeling.
yeah, and
Um, be careful.
because the words I'm feeling, it's not. He's not the victim. That's what I'm hearing. He's not the victim.
She was talking to somebody online. That's not cheating.
Fighting after 30 years, he was peace and quiet. He once or was peace and
Oh, there
quiet.
was drama and fighting, and he wants peace and quiet. No drama. Yeah, wouldn't we all like that?
Yeah. I don't
Unfortunately,
have the
life
video that
doesn't
says, "Who am
come
I?"
drama free.
Yeah. Hey, just read the news a little bit. Yeah, there's no drama free. Okay. All right. It is that time for church announcements.
Church announcements. Okay. Tonight we have Miss Angie A5 Says with Mr. Don Sonoran Mystic Tarot. They're on 6 to 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, but they are very ishy. Could be 6, could be 7. You know, you just kind of have to keep watching. If you have hit subscribe and set that little bell, you'll be notified when that happens. Same script, different cast. That's right. If you want a love reading, contact Angie tonight. She loves to do love readings. And then tomorrow you'll see Mr. Don again with Miss Shauna Sellers, and she's the naturally divine goddess. And they will be doing readings also, and that is a little ishy, 11-ish Eastern time. Now, next, what is going on? I wish someone would have warned.
Warn me what Whitney said. Yeah. Ariane, hello.
Yeah, don't we all? That's why
Yeah.
I say a cup of coffee wouldn't hurt.
Right.
All right, back to church announcements. That's Thursday. Friday, we'll see Miss Julie with Mr. Scott Underwood.
No,
And
Mr. Scott will not be here because
oh,
he's going to be in a trans class.
okay, so this is the new girl,
Kathleen,
Kathleen.
the healer, and I'm not sure if Kirby can make it. I will call him next to see if he wants to do it. So I might have both of them on.
Who knows?
Yeah,
So
but
tune in. That's 8 to 10 or 9 to 11.
9 to 11. You're
9 to 11 Mountain
mhm.
Time. Then Saturday, we have Miss Susan Grayson,
Somewhere she's
and
here.
she is very punctual. She will be on at 10 a.m. Mountain, sometimes 9:45, because she'll show up early and not let you know.
There she is.
And she's very quick. So listen, or at least, you'll have to rewind if you don't catch it. She draws those cards and she talks and gets it done.
They're
Uh,
done.
she get her done. Sunday is Easter. I doubt you see a soul on here. And then Monday we have Naturally Divine Goddess with Tea Time. She will talk about the astrology. And then Tuesday, Miss Julie will be on, and she's
Well,
on.
we're
Oh,
Claudine is taking off for Earth Day, so Miss Jess suggested a hike and uh, sowing the seeds or throwing out seeds for trees and all. So that's probably what I'll be doing. Hopefully, I can do it live.
so
It just depends on where I choose.
nothing on Tuesday, but we'll be back on Wednesday.
Yes. So there will be holes in our schedule this week, but everybody, please have a blessed week. and rise above with love. Listen,
Don't forget those love readings tonight.
And thank you, Ariana, for that. We appreciate all of you coming in. Thank you so much. It was a beautiful day. Thank you for the energy. Okay. Have a great one.
Calling out to the unseen sky. Angels watch as we defy